Confidence pickers.
That's right. So what we're going to do here right now is it's football time. It is wild card weekend. We're going to go through one game at a time, and Dante, Will, and myself are going to pick games. We're going to see what the lines are, so on and so forth. But what we're going to do is, I guess according to this, we're going to pick straight-up winners. But if you want to do a line, you can do a line too.
So, yes, we'll talk about the spreads in the first round. Obviously, beyond that, we won't have the spreads.
Right.
So we'll go game by game, and then we'll talk about the spreads for the first round. We'll continue with the entire bracket. At the end, you and I will give two confidence picks.
Correct. Correct the Mundo. And then as we get closer and closer, it might have to get down to one because there's only going to be 2 games left or whatever.
Exactly.
I have the spreads in front of me as well. So
all right.
We gotta get some pens.
Yeah,
We gotta get
Casey
some pens.
just motioned to me that he's getting pens. There he is.
Yep.
All right.
Thanks, sweetheart.
Yeah, thanks, jackass. You want to do this, Sean, or what? I got plenty of paper.
You don't want to do one?
It's up to you.
If you want,
Get in the mix. I'll do one, yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
There you go. Get in the mix. You know, we
I also
got one
have
extra
the
piece of
spreads here.
paper. You know what? This is going to be for Big Mike. I want him to do this too with us.
All right.
He's going to film one at home today.
Wow.
So is that for Nut? Who's the other piece of paper for then? Because usually Mike and Nut are on the show too.
Oh, that's true. John
Just some extra papers.
We'll extra paper. We'll have someone fill it out when they get here.
So it's
All right.
good to have extra wraps of weed too, isn't
Yes.
it, Casey?
Hey.
So it's
Never have
it's
too
a
many.
big football weekend coming.
Huge.
Oh yeah.
This starts Saturday at 4:30
4:30.
Yep.
Yep.
in Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. All right. Well, why don't you do the honors of doing this game?
All right.
here.
So I believe the Bengals are favored by 5.5.
5.5.
Is that
what I have
correct?
here. Yep. Accurate
Man,
In Cincinnati.
it's in Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati is very hyped at this point in the season. A lot of people high on them. I do think they win this game. However, I lean the Raiders with the 5.5. If I were to take this as a confidence pick, I'd probably go Raiders 5.5.
But you're taking Cincinnati to move on.
I'm taking Cincy to win. Yep.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Cincinnati to move on, and I'm going to take them at 5.5.
Nick, I'm agreeing with you here.
Pen
I'm
doesn't
not,
work. What a joke.
Not
Sorry.
riding the high of the Raiders beating the Chargers. Yeah, my pen's a little iffy. You guys' pen's
Why are
not
you giving
really-
us 3 shitty fucking pens?
I think the Bengals are putting it together at the right time. You know, Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon, the only player in history in his first 3 games against the Raiders to rush for over 100 yards and have a touchdown each one of those. So I expect Joe Mixon to have a big game. Jamar Chase, offensive rookie of the year. I think the Bengals are going to win this one by at least a touchdown.
I'm actually not going to lie to you. I'm a little surprised the line is that low. The only reason why is because I think the Raiders are ass. But we'll see.
We'll see.
All right. Next game. Dante, you want to do the next game here?
Absolutely. Well, actually, do you want to do the next game?
You know what?
Nick?
You know
yeah,
what?
I think you should do the next
I'll do
game.
it.
I'll let you do the
wanna,
next one.
I have all the spreads here if you want to look at
Do you? I have them in front of me too, but we have 2 screens. That's fine.
All right. I will do the next game. We have got the Buffalo Bills we got the New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills Saturday at 8:30. So, just for the record, I want to say this real quick. I'm glad the game's on Saturday night, not Sunday night.
Great.
I agree.
I fucking
Or
love
Monday
that.
night for that
Or
matter.
Monday night.
I can't
That would
stand
be
this
worse.
Monday night
That would be
bullshit.
worse.
Oh, that would awful ass. So we got New England heading to Buffalo, 3rd round. They're split 1-1. The Patriots beat Buffalo early in the season in Buffalo, and then Buffalo beat the Patriots at Foxborough. So literally, we have played these guys now 3 times in the last 6 weeks. So
Know each
can we
other
get
well.
a line here, please?
Right now, it's looking like the Buffalo Bills are 4.5-point favorites.
I got 4.
4,
Yep.
4.5. So we'll just say 4.
We'll
I
call
got
it 4.
4.
We'll call it 4. All right. What do we got going on here, fellas? Because I'm a little torn. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm torn.
Well, the funny thing about this is, thus far, the road team has won every game with this matchup.
That's what I'm saying. The first time around in Buffalo, obviously that weather was some of the craziest weather we've ever seen in any football game.
And we get some weather this weekend.
I just have a funny. I just don't see them doing the same exact thing they did, running the ball 45 times in the same game.
I was looking at,
Especially if they're fucking trailing.
it's very true.
They can't. If they're trailing, forget it.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm Buffalo, I'm not going to lie to you. If I get the kickoff, I get the freaking ball, and I put the ball in the end zone.
I mean,
and
I
put
think
the pressure on the
throw it
Patriots.
more. I mean, it's not going to snow, is it?
No,
It's just gonna be
gonna
cold.
be high of 8 degrees, a low of -1.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be,
I
it's just
think-
gonna
I
be
think
very
they'll be able
cold.
to-
Very, very cold.
Cold shit.
But guess what? New England's used to that type of weather.
And they're
So-
practicing outside, and Buffalo's practicing inside. And that tells me everything I need to know.
They're pressing inside.
Buffalo's practicing inside. I'm going New England. I think the trend continues. The road team wins.
God.
I am going to take the 4
I'm
to the bank.
so torn on this one. All right, first of all, Nick, I want you to go last, so let me go.
For crying out loud.
My spread. I'm taking Patriots plus 4.5. I'm putting it.
Whoa, you're taking
I'm
plus for who are you taking overall?
So
That sounds to me like you're taking Buffalo. You're taking New England plus 4. That means you think Buffalo's going to win.
in my opinion, I think Buffalo is the better team. I think Buffalo is the better team. Mac Jones' first playoff game as a rookie. I understand Bill Belichick has been coaching for a very long time, has been in this position many, many times. But there's something about a rookie quarterback that just doesn't make me feel as confident as I should, or maybe that you do. And I hate to say it, but I think New England's season is going to get cut short in the first round of the playoffs. So
You
I'm
think what
going
you
Bills.
think. You
Yeah.
think what you think.
I'm going with Bills.
Yep.
All right. I got a few things I want to point out before I make my decision. Number one is the Patriots have been on a very rocky road the last 4 weeks. Can we all agree with that?
Yeah.
They've been on a rocky road. They've lost 3 out of the last 4. And we could even argue that the Jacksonville game was just a joke. So they've lost 3. I'm going to really just say they've lost 3 in a row because the Jacksonville game, that just whatever. So they've lost 3 in a row before the JV game. So they've lost to the Colts, the Bills, and then the heartbreaker in Miami. Now, I got bit in the ass taking the fucking Patriots in Miami. You got the Patriots and the Bills. Now, one thing I do want to bring up real quick is Jalen Mills might not be playing in this game for the Patriots
The Green Goblin.
because of COVID. If he does not play in this game, that secondary is very exposed.
When did he get COVID? Do you know?
He got put on the list on Monday. So he would literally need to be asymptomatic for the next 5 days, and that's it. And you got to remember, it's a Saturday game, not a Sunday game, so you lose one day.
Yeah, that's big.
That's big. It's big.
I love my New England Patriots with all of my heart. But I'm going with you one more time. I don't give a shit. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. I'm taking them plus 4, and I'm taking them to win. I'm taking them to win.
Let's go, Nick.
I need to do this. I don't have it in my heart to tell them no. Is this emotional? Yes. Definitely not my confidence pick.
I think I'm serious when I say that. I think that tells you a lot that Buffalo's practicing inside and New England's
No,
not.
I do think that that's different. But I want to point out, I hope I'm wrong.
It's a soft mentality.
I really hope that I'm wrong.
Do they always practice inside?
No.
Why
I
would you
think it's so
practice
cold
in?
this
Yeah, you want to get used to the weather.
Why would you practice in? I mean, fucking Bill Belichick fucking wets the footballs if he knows it's going to be a rainy day out.
Yep. Tells you a lot.
I think
Built
the
different.
Patriots are bullshit with how the Buffalo was like, oh, we were making a stand in that game. The one thing that fucking kills me is that this game should be in fucking Foxborough, not Buffalo. But it's okay.
Yep.
I'm going to take the plus 4 on the Patriots, and most importantly, and I can't do it. I can't. Dante, I get why you picked Buffalo. I do. I don't have it in my heart to say no. Now, let's be clear. If they were playing fucking Kansas City's running all over them. But let's just be real.
We're talking Buffalo here.
We're talking Buffalo, all right? If the Patriots move on, we'll worry about that then.
Right.
But we're going to go New England.
So do we
Sorry, I
wanna-
had to go on my rant.
Do we want to go down the list of AFC, or do we want to go by actual schedule here?
We'll go by actual schedule.
schedule.
Yeah,
Okay.
go with the. Let's get the technicalities
Yeah,
out
we'll
of
go
the way.
So the next
Yep.
game is the Philadelphia Eagles in Tampa against the
word.
Buccaneers.
Oh,
It's
my
a
word.
Sunday at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Eastern.
Is this a double-digit spread?
I have it at -8.5.
8.5.
8.5.
8.5.
Wow, mamma mia.
Can I start with this one?
Please.
Sure.
Please.
I'm not really thinking twice about this. I'm taking Buccaneers minus 8.5. Tom Brady in the playoffs. I don't care. I understand Godwin's out. Mike Evans is a little beat up. I'm sure he'll be good to go. Antonio Brown is off recording songs with Kanye West out to dinner, doing whatever the fuck he wants.
Fucking having
Is that true? Did he record with Kanye?
Kanye, they were in the studio together.
I need to
Kanye
hear that
wants
song.
to drop a verse with him.
That's terrific.
He can keep doing whatever the hell he wants. I don't care about
Business is
Antonio
booming.
Brown.
And fucking that model came into the house, into his room the
not
fucking
Megan
night before.
Fox, Julia Fox, excuse me.
Fucking
God bless her
TikTok star,
soul.
fans only fans. Only fans.
COVID? She had COVID too?
Did she?
No, that was the Antonio Brown, the girl that came in. Yeah, she had COVID.
Yeah, she had
tested
COVID.
positive.
Yep.
Coronavirus.
Fucking that means Antonio Brown's got it.
All I know is Tom Brady's playing on Sunday. Gronkowski's playing on Sunday. They have arguably the best defense in football. And the Eagles, I mean, they snuck into the playoffs. Are they a playoff team? They're in the playoffs, but I don't know if they're very deserving of it. I'm taking Buccaneers 8.5. I'm not thinking much about it.
Yeah, this to me, I don't even need. Sorry, not. You know, you surprised the shit out of us this year. It ends now. Fucking Tom Brady's gonna run you over, put the car in reverse, put the car back and forward drive, run you over again, and then fucking fart on you, piss on you, shit on you, and not wipe up the toilet paper after the fact and leave a stinky shit. Tampa Bay, first confidence pick.
Wow.
Yep, there it is.
Are we going to confidence picks as we're going through?
Shit, are we supposed to
Oh, you
I
can do
was
whatever
gonna
you
wait.
want. It's your rules.
You know what?
You're the confidence pickers. Do what you want.
Nobody heard that.
I mean, we could do it if you want to do it that way.
I got hyped, Will. I'm sorry. I got hyped. And I'm taking the 8.5 too. I'm not only just taking them, I'm taking them on the 8.5.
All right.
My bad.
No, that's fine. You want to do it that way? That's fine. Let's do it that way.
I got carried away.
Do it that
I got
way.
carried
Let's
away.
Do it that way.
Let's do it that way.
You know what?
It's
It's the
easier.
NFL playoffs. We can change it up.
Easier,
All right.
easier. Easier.
I'll tell you what. I am making Philly cheesesteaks Saturday night for the Patriots game. Yep.
There you go.
Eagles play on
So
Sunday.
that's not Sunday. That's not Sunday.
That's what that is.
And I do want to prelude that none of my picks this week are emotional.
100% the Patriots are emotional. I'm flat out
What
saying
makes you
it.
say that?
I'm flat
What
out
makes you
saying
say
it.
that?
I like Philly to cover this game. I really do. I think a lot of people have the mentality that the Bucs are going to kill them. However, that line's not moving. And Vegas typically knows best. So I like Philly to cover. I could see this being a 4-point game, 7-point game. And I honestly wouldn't be too surprised if the Eagles win outright. I'm going to
I would love to see that happen. I'm not
take
gonna lie to you.
Tampa in this bracket. However, Philly is my first confidence pick.
Wow.
8.5.
Confident.
Let's get this.
Caw.
Let's get this on the record. Will is taking Tampa outright, but he is taking the Eagles plus 8.5 as his first confidence pick.
Correct.
That is correct.
However, I wouldn't be surprised if Philly wins.
I like it.
I like
Hurts
it.
plays like
Ooh.
Brady. Brady plays like Hurts.
Hey, you know what? I would love to be fucking wrong with this game. I really would. I told you, I love Tom Brady, but not right now. He's just another motherfucker now. He's on a different team.
He's on a
You
different
don't wear
team.
the fucking Patriots blue, you mean nothing.
Gronk too.
Yeah. Oh, he's another one.
He's another one.
He's another.
Yep.
I think I can't stand him more than Brady. Right
Really?
now. He's a fucking. He was like, I don't like
Don't
my
wanna
time in
play.
New England.
Don't wanna
They
come
work
play.
us too hard.
All right.
Shut the fuck up.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Don't get me wrong. I love Gronk.
Yeah, he's a beast. That's for sure. All right.
But again, he's not on our team, so fuck him.
Welcome. If you're not with us, you're against us.
You know what,
That's
Dante?
they
Why don't
say.
we roll this one back? Give us the next game.
Sunday, 4:25.
Yes, sir. We got the 49ers going into Dallas, taking on the Cowboys.
I don't like this game.
This is
Here,
a fishy game.
I have Cowboys -3.
That's what I got.
Okay. So Cowboys to win by a field goal. This is this is also a tough game. This is a weird game because the Cowboys, for years, we call them frauds. Great regular season team. Look at the division they're in. One of the
Terrific.
worst divisions in football. One of the worst divisions in football. The 49ers are a team they're a playoff team. They've been banged up all year. They're healthy. They got Jimmy Garoppolo, George Kittle's healthy, Debo, Elijah Mitchell. They got a bunch of guys running back. So they have a committee there. In Dallas, though, I think I am taking the 49ers +3 here. I think this Cowboys team is the best Cowboys team that we've seen in years, but I think the 49ers are better. When they're healthy, they're one of the best teams in football, I believe. And I can't go against that.
Is Jimmy G playing or is it
G
Trey
is
Lance?
playing. It's Jimmy G. Everyone's healthy. From what I
if
saw,
it was Trey Lance, this would be a no-brainer.
yeah, if it was Trey Lance was playing, I think the spread would be a little bit different too. But I'm going San Francisco +3, and I think the 49ers are going to win this game.
I agree 100% with you. I think the 49ers, I don't like Dallas. I don't like Mike McCarthy. The Dallas doesn't until
McCarthy
Dallas wins a fucking football game in the playoffs. I can't take them. I am taking the 49ers.
And the other thing too is Zeke Elliott. I mean, he might be a little bit healthier going in. They might say he's healthy, but he's been banged up all year. He's had a knee injury all year.
Not a great year.
Not a great year for him. So I don't know what to expect out of him. Gallup towards ACL too. So they're down to Cooper, CeeDee Lamb. Cooper's been hurt most of the year as well. So it's just a lot of question marks for the Cowboys.
I'm going with I'm with you. 49ers +3, and then obviously the 49ers winning. So there you go.
This game, I think, is one big question mark for me. This is the least confident in any game on the board for me. I know Sully over there likes the 49ers. He's been talking about that all morning. However, I think I'm going to roll with Dallas here. You get some good points with the injuries. However, I think this offense is very high-powered. And you just haven't seen consistency with the 49ers. I think the Cowboys are home. The 3 points is tough. I could see this being a push. I'm going to hope they win by 4 or more, and I'm going to take the Cowboys on the spread and to advance in the bracket.
All right.
There you go.
Respectable. Very respectable. Move on to the next one, boys.
Let's move on to the next one.
Night game. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers going into Kansas City, taking on the Chiefs. I think I heard you guys talking about it when I was upstairs.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Big Ben was saying, we're gonna lose. Let's have fun with it.
Did he say that?
Yeah,
He said we're gonna lose.
He's like, we're gonna lose. We're gonna have fun with it. Obviously, he's being a little sarcastic there, but he's being realistic.
I'm going to start off with this one.
Go ahead.
Something in my gut is telling me Pittsburgh's going to win this game.
Oh, let's go, Will. Oh, my God.
And I'm very confident they're going to cover the 12.5. I'm going to take Pittsburgh outright, and I'm going to take Pittsburgh on the 12.5.
Oh,
New England, Pittsburgh.
Yo, honestly, Will, you might.
And then New England hosts a football game.
I'm being dead serious. If you're
It's
feeling
true.
that confident, you might want to put down a few bucks on the money line because plus 390. I mean, you can get a bang for your buck.
I think Andy Reid chokes on a big fat hot dog this weekend.
Wow.
Okay.
Nick, do you want to go? Do you want to go?
I need you to go right now. I need to process this right now.
That's why I'm trying to process this right now. Okay.
Big Ben's got everybody fooled.
That was
We're
the
gonna
first
lose.
curveball thrown so far.
Oh, for
in this,
crying
in this
out loud.
video. Oh my
Gee
God.
Louise.
Okay. All right. Well, we can agree on one thing. I do think the Steelers are going to cover. I think the Steelers are going to. 12.5 is a
Way too many
lot
points
of
for a playoff game.
I understand Kansas City Chiefs. They're on a roll. They've won like 8 of their last 9, some of their last 8 to end the season, whatever it is.
All good things come to an end.
All good things come to an end. This is Big Ben's last game. I think the Chiefs are winning. Let me put that out there. But I think Big Ben is going to have – this is his last game. He's not going to go out losing by double digits, 2 or 3 touchdowns. I can't see that. I can't see it. I think the Steelers are going to cover plus 12.5, but I think the Chiefs are going to win this game.
Okay.
That's my pick.
Okay. Whew. All right, here we go.
That
Here
threw
we
me
go.
for a loop, Will.
All right.
God,
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yep.
Pittsburgh rolled into the playoffs. They're limping on one leg. They got no hands. They got no feet. They got no ass. They got nothing. Just like Snag. Got nothing. The difference is Snag would figure out how to win this game. They have no snackies on the Steelers. They got Ben Roethlisberger.
Best burger in town.
And I think Andy Reid is going to have a cheeseburger over a hot dog.
He ain't choking a hot dog.
He's going to have a triple Mac cheeseburger by halftime. And he's going to forget to wipe his bum at halftime when he takes his shit all over Pittsburgh.
Wow.
All right.
I am hammering Kansas City.
All right.
And I'm hammering the 12.5.
Okay.
All right. We'll see.
I like it. Someone had to take the Chiefs. All right. Let's move on to our
Hammer
last.
that.
This is the Monday night game, and I hate Monday night games.
Why
This
are
is
they
the
doing
first
this?
year, right?
First
Why
time, I
are they
believe
doing
so.
Monday night game?
Yep.
This is the dumbest thing ever. Stupid.
So we got.
It's a great game, though.
It's a great game.
It's a great
It's gonna
game.
be a great game. We got the Arizona Cardinals in Los Angeles taking on the Rams. Quickly, I want to look up. I think they split the season series this year. I want to say each team has a win against each other.
I think you're right.
The Rams beat the Cardinals the last time they played, and the Cardinals beat the Rams the first time. Cardinals won 37-20 first time around, and the Rams won 30-23 the second time. Arizona blew them out first time, kept it close the second game, but lost that one. I have it at Rams -4. Will, you have
Minus four for the Rams.
So, I'm a big Kyler Murray guy, if you guys don't mind me starting.
Please.
I'm a big Kyler Murray guy. I was big on him at the beginning of the year. They started the year off
Preach.
super hot. 8-0, 9-0, I believe they started the season. Rams were actually, no, the Packers were the first team that they lost to. I don't feel confident in the Cardinals in the playoffs as I do the Rams. I think the Rams are built better for the playoffs. I think they got a better defensive. I think they have a better defense. I think they got more weapons. Cooper Kupp, Offensive Player of the Year, in my opinion. Matt Stafford, obviously we have to see what he shows us in the playoffs. Not really someone we've seen a lot in the playoffs.
Hasn't been there in a
so
long
that's a
time.
big question mark. I understand, but I don't think we've ever seen Kyler Murray in the playoffs either. I don't think he's made the playoffs since he's been on the Cardinals. And if he has, it's only probably been once because he's only been in the league for a few years. I am taking the Rams -4 here. I know they kept it. Cardinals won the first time, kept it close second time, but my gut is telling me the Rams are winning this game. So I'm going Rams -4, and they're proceeding.
Oh, God, I hate this game.
Another weird game. Again, this can go either way. This genuinely could go either way. I'm just leaning Rams.
You want to go next?
I'll go.
Go ahead.
I think the Rams are similar to the 49ers in the sense that they really haven't strung it together for a long period of time. Ups and downs throughout the season. However, I think the Rams are very talented, which I can't say the same about the 49ers. On both sides of the ball, I think the Rams are talented. And the Cardinals are on a little slide here. I agree with Dante. I like the Rams. I think they cover. I like the Rams to move on, and I'm looking forward to a Rams-Green Bay second-round matchup. I think that's what's going to happen.
All right. I'm just going to make this one short and very sweet. I'm on Will and Dante's side on this one. Going with the Rams.
All right.
-4.
There you go. All right, boys, I got to ask a question really quick before we move on. So we're on to the divisional round. In here, it says the number 1 seed automatically plays the lowest remaining seed in the divisional round. So
Reseeding.
we might have to mix the bracket up a little bit here for
Yep.
the matchup. So I just want to put that out there.
All right, are we
Yeah,
doing?
so this is-
Are we doing the whole thing now, or
is-
should we
we're
wait?
doing the whole thing. No, we'll do the whole thing, but we're just not going to do spreads because we don't have the spreads or anything, obviously.
But we're gonna it's not these matchups.
Yeah,
it's gonna
so
get
we'll
reworked.
move it around.
So we're gonna go based on what we individually have written down here, and then we go based on this,
I
right?
guess so.
So yeah,
right?
I'm gonna have mine's gonna be Tennessee, Pittsburgh.
Right. And mine's going to be Tennessee Bengals. So mine's still correct. here.
Mine would be Tennessee,
New England, right?
New England.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine would be Tennessee, New England, and then Cincinnati, Kansas City at Cincinnati at Kansas City.
Yeah. So my
All right.
AFC side is good. My NFC side is the one that's a little messed up. But I'm going to fix it right now.
And then right now, I would have the 49ers going to Tampa Bay, and then the Rams going to Green Bay.
I think it would be the other way around. So since the 49ers are the 6th seed, they go up against Green Bay because they're the lowest remaining.
Gotcha.
seed.
And then the Rams would go to Tampa Bay.
Against the Rams, 100%.
Oh,
So
I like the Rams playing Tampa a lot better than the 49ers playing them, I think.
Yeah, so I do think Rams Packers would be a great matchup. but I
Imagine if
think
Jimmy
we're gonna
G
be
beat
mixed
fucking
up.
Tom Brady in the playoffs.
Well, I'd have
Unless you have it a little different.
Rams, Packers.
Oh, so you still have okay.
Yeah,
you have-
'cause I got
you had the
Dallas.
Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, you're right. Okay. So I had to change mine up a little bit. Okay. Do we want to start AFC, NFC? Which side do we want to start off on?
Let's go back to the AFC.
Yes,
Let's go back to the
AFC?
AFC.
Okay. Divisional round. No spreads here. We don't got points, obviously. We can't see into the future. We don't know what's going to happen. I have the Titans going up against the Bengals. Titans, I'm going to assume Derrick Henry's going to be back for this game.
I would assume.
I don't think they've activated him yet, or maybe they have activated him yet.
I mean, they can wait. They can wait until the following week.
No matter, regardless, they have the bye, an extra week for Derrick Henry to get healthy. He'll be back in this round.
He's gonna be so fucking fresh.
Bengals are hot. Derrick Henry is gonna be as fresh as can be. AJ Brown's gonna have another week. He's been up and down all year with injuries. Julio Jones has been up and down all year with injuries. Julio Jones said,
Excuse me, sir. That caught me by surprise. I choked on my own spit. Sorry.
You okay?
Yeah. Sorry.
I thought you were making a joke or like interrupting what I was.
I swallowed my spit and it just went down.
Okay.
My
Right.
lip.
You good?
Yes, good. Yeah.
Dante,
Don't worry.
move the mic a little bit.
Oh, my bad.
No, you good.
Sorry. No,
Okay, so Bengals are a hot team right now. Julio Jones also said yesterday or 2 days ago saying, hey, if people want to sleep on me because of my injuries, please let them. Please let them. Julio Jones, when he's healthy, he's one of the most talented receivers. I'm going Titans. Bengals are hot.
They
I love
got
the
him
Bengals.
for the playoffs.
I love the Bengals. But the Titans, they're loaded, man. They're loaded on offense. Derrick Henry's going to be back. I can see him just having an absolute monster game. And I think the Bengals, their little run ends in the divisional round.
What a game that would be, Titans-Bengals.
That's going to be,
What a
I think
great
that would be
game.
an unbelievable game, must watch. But I got to side with the Titans here. I think the Bengals are a very up-and-coming team. They're going to be successful for a long time if guys stay there, stay healthy. But the Titans this year, they're going to win this one.
All right. So if I'm going based on what I have here, I've got the Patriots going down to Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's what I got.
We all get different matchups here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God. I love the Patriots to death, as you all know. If I was coaching this team, my mindset would be, we're winning this football game. Bill Belichick don't play the game.
True.
Bill Belichick is not only the greatest coach, or one of the greatest coaches that ever lived. He's definitely the best defensive coach that ever lived. But at the same time, Jonathan Taylor ran all over you. Mm-hmm. Tennessee's running backs, without Derrick Henry, ran all over you. If the New England Patriots go down to Tennessee, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Tennessee is moving on. And it kills me to say it. Kills me. But the Patriots cannot stop the rush. They got the greatest defensive coach of all time. But players play. And I'm telling you something. Jonathan Taylor didn't give a shit that Belichick was the greatest defensive coach of all time.
Nope.
Didn't.
Neither did the Tennessee
care.
running backs. And you think Derrick Henry's going to give a shit?
I mean, Derrick Henry was
I would put Derrick Henry over 175 yards rushing in that game.
You know, Derrick Henry, by the end of the season, he was still top 10 in rushing yards, and he missed half the season. He was on pace to have another 2,000-yard season. I was predicting he was going to win MVP before he got hurt. He's going to be back.
So I had to redraw it.
Okay, so I'm gonna. All right, so how much? All right, so I'm gonna put Titans,
New England.
Patriots.
So I got in this matchup, I got Tennessee, Pittsburgh in Tennessee.
Different matchups, all of us.
And I think this is a good matchup. I think it's a close game. If I were to guess the spread, I think Tennessee would be favored by 4.5. I think Pittsburgh's going to use all their energy to beat the Chiefs. Might be a little banged up. Tennessee's coming off the bye. That Tennessee run, as you guys have alluded to, is very strong. So I think Tennessee beats Pittsburgh and advances. Great season from Pittsburgh. I think, beating the Chiefs in Arrowhead is a great feat, but I think the luck runs out in Tennessee.
All right. So we all have Tennessee moving on to the AFC Championship, right?
Yep.
All right. Next divisional matchup in the AFC, I have the Bills going into Kansas City taking on the Chiefs. This is a rematch of last year's AFC Championship, correct?
That's correct.
That's correct?
Chiefs, Bills.
Yeah. I think,
Divisional.
Yeah. So I have them
AFC.
divisional, but last year they were in the AFC
Yeah,
Championship.
gotcha. All right.
I mean, this is just who's the better team here. I think Kansas City is the better team. Buffalo, I mean, second best team in the AFC, but Kansas City, they're Super Bowl contenders, favorites for a reason. I'm going Kansas City. There's not really much to it than that. They're just the better team. So,
All right. So I would have the Bengals traveling back to Kansas City. Cincinnati went to Kansas City already this year, or was Kansas City in Cincinnati?
That was last week.
Yeah.
Cincinnati went to Kansas City.
Yeah.
No.
I'll check.
Kansas City went to Cincinnati, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I do not think Cincinnati is going to beat Kansas City 2 times in the same year. They beat them when Kansas City went to their house. Now Cincinnati has to go to Mahomes' house. I don't see it happening for a second time, excuse me. I think this is a very close game. I think this is a very high-scoring game. But I think Mahomes is going to have just enough to beat out Burrow. And if this Kansas City defense was not lighting it up the last several weeks, I would think a little differently. But I think they can keep it in the 30s, and Mahomes can get them to like 35, 37, and be like a 37-33 game or some bullshit like that. I'm going with Kansas City over Cincinnati.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want me to peel these?
Yeah, you can if you want. Sure.
All right. My matchup, again, we got all different matchups. I have New England traveling to Cincinnati. And,
This is so fucking crazy.
you know,
That would be wild.
I love
That
this
was the
spot. I
matchup.
think this is actually going to happen. This is the way I see it playing out. And I'm rolling with the Dark Lord here. I think the Patriots are better than the Bengals. The Bengals got all the hype in the world. People are down on the Patriots right now. I'm taking New England. They roll.
I love it. I absolutely love it. That would be an unbelievable story if
Yep.
they made it
I
that
would
far.
say if they do play the Bengals, I do like that matchup with
Yeah,
the
I
Patriots.
love that. I
like
do
the
love that
physicality
matchup.
on that. And I think freaking Belichick would run circles over fucking.
That's
I
when
mean,
you
Cincinnati was
coaching's gonna come into
celebrating the
play that
division.
game.
This is like Buffalo practicing inside. Cincinnati's celebrating the division.
Yep. Can't get ahead of
Coach is
yourself.
crying at the press conference. Come on. Rookie ball.
Season ain't over yet. What are you crying for?
Yep.
All right. So okay. So now on to the NFC. I know we all have some different matchups here.
This is crazy.
I'm going to start with mine. So I have the Green Bay Packers going up against the San Francisco 49ers. As much as I hate to say it, I do believe Tom Brady should be the MVP this year, but I think Aaron Rodgers is going to end up winning the MVP this year. I can't go against the MVP in this matchup in Green Bay against the 49ers. I mean, in Green Bay, that makes a whole difference as well. That makes a big difference. 49ers, like I said, when they're healthy, they're one of the best teams. They're built for the playoffs. They really are. But can't count out Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. That duo, man. I mean, they light it up on everyone. They got Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon.
They light it up.
They light it up. And for that reason, I'm going Packers. I like the 49ers. I really do this year, but I can't go against Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers. So going Packers.
All right. So I think I got the same game you have, Dante. I think. Let me look again. Yep, that's what I would have. I would have Green Bay. Let me write this down so I don't forget. Green Bay against the 49ers. Yeah, I mean, I can't agree with this anymore with you, Dante. Green Bay's winning this game. I don't even need to talk about this anymore. 49ers are not going into Green Bay and beating Aaron Rodgers. It's not happening. Not happening.
All right. So my game's a little bit different here. I got the Rams heading to the frozen tundra, which I think will be an awesome game.
What a fucking game.
That would be unbelievable.
And, I think I'd be rooting for Green Bay in this spot. However, I think it's going to be a repeat of last season for Green Bay. I think they're going to lose at home. I think the Rams roll in there and stomp them. Rams move on.
I love it.
Yep.
I love it.
I mean, Matt LaFleur, hell of a regular season head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Yet to really prove it in the playoffs. Let's see.
And Sean McVay, one of the best coaches in the NFL,
Till
too.
he gets
That
to
would
the
be a
Super
very
Bowl versus
well-coached
Belichick.
game.
Bill Belichick, take that air out the ball just so I can flex.
My next game, Will, I have the Rams going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in this one. That
should be another great
game. You want
game.
to talk about another great game? That's going to be unbelievable. You got Sean McVay and the Rams heading into Tampa Bay. Tom Brady. Like I said earlier, they're a little banged up. The Rams, they got a whole lot of talent. But this is just kind of like what I said with the Packers. I can't go against Tom Brady. I can't do it. And Tom.
Is this an emotional pick?
It's not an emotional pick as much as it is
like an
just
emotional
going
pick.
off of just history.
All right.
You can't go against Tom Brady in the playoffs. You can't do it.
Hey, I went 0 for 4 last year, but I'm going to still do it.
He has made the Super Bowl half of his career, 50% of his career. That just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. I think the Buccaneers are going back to the NFC Championship. I think this is going to be a very, very close game, a close enough game where I think it comes down to literally the last drive. It can come down to a game-winning field goal. That's how close I think it could be. But I'm siding with the Buccaneers on this one. Can't go against Brady. Can't do it.
You got that same matchup, Nick?
I do. All right, let me write this down real quick. So I would have Tampa Bay against the Rams. The Rams beat Tampa in the season in Los Angeles. The Rams are going to have to. Oh no, they would host that game. Never mind. They would host. Okay, I didn't know if they'd be on the road already. Tampa's not the same team they were last year. Not even close.
Or earlier this year.
Very true.
I think at some point something is going to run out. Either talent, personnel. Yes, you got the GOAT. You got Tom Brady. If this game was in Los Angeles, I would say it's a slam dunk the Rams. I am going to go Rams over Tampa because I think their time has run out.
Wow.
All right.
Their time has run
Wow.
So both you guys have the Rams in the NFC Championship.
right.
Their time has run out. They loaded up on defense. They loaded up on offense. If Matthew Stafford does not turn the ball over, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense is not the same defense it was last year. And everyone's given all the hype in the world to Tom Brady, which he deserves. I'm not saying he does not. But that Bucs defense completely shut out the Chiefs in the Super Bowl last year. Like, lights out. It was like Denver Broncos against Seattle shit. It was big-time shit. Luck runs out this year. Hard to repeat 2 years in a row. It's going to run out. And it's running out against the Rams.
All right.
Give me a fucking Cooper jersey.
Those are all great points both you guys make for the Rams.
All right.
So now we're on to the championship round.
No, I got to go.
Oh,
here.
no, my bad, Will. You got
I got a different matchup there. I have Mike McCarthy and the boys heading to Tampa.
Oh, good.
This, I think, would be a very good game. Better than people think. If you guys don't remember, first game of the year, Thursday Night Football, Dallas very well should have beat Tampa. You know, you guys have mentioned good reasoning. Brady in the playoffs. I think I'm going to lean Tampa here because of the home field advantage. However, I think this is a field goal game. But I will take Tampa moving on.
All right.
Wouldn't be shocked if Dallas wins, but
Dallas could be the sleeper team in the playoffs this year. They could be the Cinderella team.
Very well
Even
could
though
be.
they're the third seed, they could be the team that makes the run that no one expects. All right, now we're on to the championship rounds. The AFC and NFC championship rounds. We'll go back to the AFC for this one. I have the Titans going up against the Chiefs. This would be in Tennessee. So far with my bracket, I really don't have many bold picks so far. Everything's kind of like what you'd expect. But this is where I change things up. I think the Titans have shown us that they can be a Super Bowl
oh my
team.
goodness. I cannot imagine it.
I think that the Titans' offense is good enough when healthy to match up with the Chiefs offense when they're healthy. Just two different types of offense. And you got Derrick Henry in Tennessee. No one on Kansas City is going to be able to stop him. The Chiefs have the better quarterback by far. But I think the Titans defense.
Ryan Tannehill in the Super Bowl.
I think when the Titans beat when the Titans beat the Chiefs in this round, it's going to be because of Derrick Henry.
Pittsburgh's going to beat the Chiefs.
I am going with the Tennessee Titans to win the AFC Championship and move on to the Super Bowl. That is my bold prediction for the playoffs this year.
Boy.
That's my bold prediction. Yep.
That is bold.
Yep.
Right,
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. And
If that actually happens, we'll pull this tape back up and we'll give you credit.
Thank you. I don't know. I just have a weird feeling, just with matchups and everything. I think they can just make the run. I'm not saying this is going to be a blowout by any. I don't think this is going to be like a 1-2 touchdown game score differential by any means. I think this will be very close, but I think the Titans will edge them out. I don't know.
All right.
What's your matchup, Nick?
I got the Titans in Kansas City too.
Oh.
But I am going in the complete opposite direction that this guy that's jumping off a plank with his hands tied behind his back and a chain that's going to bring him all the way down to the bottom of the ocean. All right. I am hammering Kansas City going back to the Super Bowl. They have proven to us that they are back. They are living AI monsters. And I
like that.
Seeing Ryan Tannehill in the Super Bowl is not sexy.
It's not.
It's not
by any means.
sexy.
By any
think
means,
he's
it's not
built for it?
sexy.
Tannehill?
Yeah.
No, he's built for fucking sitting on a hill and watching the Super Bowl. That's what he's built for.
Hey.
I'm going Kansas City in the Super Bowl again. I want Casey to get that tattoo on his ass.
Oh, I forgot about that. I'm still sticking with it, but damn. All right. This is like hedging my happiness, kind of, because I'm picking the Titans, but if they lose to the Chiefs, I'll still be a little bit happy because there's still a chance Casey has to get a tattoo. So
I want him to fucking get a matching ass tattoo, and I want Big Mike to put the tattoo on him.
yeah, stick and poke. All right.
That'd be great for content.
My AFC Championship. I have the New England Patriots heading to Tennessee.
Oh my God!
And I do think this is going to happen. Again,
Mac Jones and Ryan Tannehill.
nothing that I've said today has been emotional. I've given no emotional picks.
Games.
I am rolling with New England.
Oh my God!
I think New England proved it earlier this season when they went to Tennessee. They rolled. I think it happens again. I think Mac Jones heads to the Super Bowl, and I think the Dark Lord makes an appearance again. And we'll get to that when we get to it.
God, Will.
Patriots
You don't-
AFC Championship.
You don't understand how much I want you to be right. You don't understand.
It's honestly what I think.
I hear you.
Nothing's emotional.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it would be unbelievable if the New England
If this
Patriots.
ever happened, how much money he would actually
And
win.
it's all because
I
the
would-
Bills practiced inside.
Oh, because the Bills practice inside. I would. Oh my God.
Yep.
I would lose it if the. All right. We'll see what happens. We'll get there. I love it though. All right. NFC Championship.
NFC Championship.
I got Packers Buccaneers in Green Bay.
Again.
I've been saying
Again.
a lot of things. I've said
Another one.
can't count out the MVP and Rodgers. Can't count out the GOAT and Brady. Something's got to give. The game's not going to end in a tie. It's the playoffs. Someone's got to make it to the Super Bowl. The Packers are the better team.
Ooh.
The Packers are the better team. The Buccaneers. Listen, they made it all the way to the NFC Championship. That's great. But at the end of the day, they're missing two of their better receivers. And like you said, Nick, the defense is not what it used to be. I think the defense could be able to hold up enough to make it to the NFC Championship. I think the Packers, they're on a roll. They're hot. Aaron Rodgers, this is the last dance, potentially. It's making it seem like it's the last dance for him in Green Bay. I think the Packers are making the Super Bowl this year. I think the MVP of the NFL is going to lead his team to the Super Bowl to take on the Titans.
Wow.
It just sounds weird. Titans, Packers.
Doesn't that sound very weird? Maybe it's because I have the Titans in there. But
Fucking Ryan Tannehill versus Aaron Rodgers. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. So I've got the Green Bay Packers against the Los Angeles Rams. Once upon a time, there was a gentleman named Aaron Rodgers who sat behind Brett Favre for so many years. And once it was his turn to blossom, he blossomed into a great dandelion. Once that dandelion got off the ground and started floating through the air, he was floating everywhere and breaking the wind and going through every kind of cycle of wind there is possible.
What? Keep going, please.
But eventually...
Spit check. Spit take. Spit take. I thought you were going to keep going. Will almost choked on his coffee, but we're okay.
But as all dandelions float through the breeze, eventually they fall to the ground. And they die.
Wait.
Aaron Rodgers' time is up.
Oh.
Los Angeles Rams are pulling up an upset, going into Lambeau and ending Aaron Rodgers' Green Bay career.
Wow.
The dandelion is falling to the ground. The little flowers things on it are going to start falling off. Everything's going to fall apart just like a flower. The petals are going to fall off. The stems are going to fall off. And it's going to be dead. Green Bay is going to be dead. Sorry, Kayleen. Sorry, Cheeseheads. But you're going to experience the same pain that the New England Patriots suffered in losing a great quarterback. Rams, Super Bowl.
That's interesting.
Let's
I had
go.
that same thing happening just in the round earlier. Or 2 rounds earlier.
Boom.
Wow. All right. NFC Championship. I have the Rams traveling to Tampa Bay, Raymond James Stadium. Hell of a matchup here.
Going to Tampa in the NFC Championship.
So the winner of this game in my bracket plays New England. I think the Rams are extremely talented.
Yep, we know what's going on here.
I think Tom Brady in the playoffs, the success has been undeniable.
He's going to do it. He's going to do it.
However,
He's going to do it. He's going to do it.
Say it, Will. Say it. Say it.
I think the Rams are going back to the Super Bowl, and they're going to get beat again by the Patriots and Bill Belichick.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yep.
The Cinderella story.
Yep.
The Cinderella story.
I honestly believe it. I honestly
Drop
believe
the
it.
mic. Drop the fucking mic.
I will run around this building naked if the Patriots win the Super Bowl.
We're running around the building naked.
Mug shots.
Wow.
I'm running around this building naked if they win the Super Bowl.
Oh.
And if they do it against Tom Brady, I'm going on the top of the roof and doing it.
We'll get the news stations on. We'll get the cameras. We'll call in everyone. Holy shit, Will! I can't express enough how I hope you're right. On
Yep.
it. I
It starts
really,
this Saturday night.
really hope
man.
you are. I mean, I have the Patriots losing first round, so I can't be any more opposite of where you are in the bracket.
That's
but
fine.
I hope that happens.
I'm not going to lie to you for a split second. I thought he was going to
I say Buccaneer. I really was too. You were making it seem like.
No, I don't
it
think
seem
that's
like
going to
that.
happen. I think
Wow.
the Rams are going to beat Tampa.
All right. So obviously we know your Super Bowl matchup, your winner here.
Yep.
You got the Patriots. Nick, now it's left for us to pick our Super Bowl champs here.
All right.
I'll go first.
And that would be in LA, by the way. It'd be a home game.
That would be in LA.
Patriots
You're
win.
correct.
Patriots
Yep.
beat them in L.A.
Woo.
I mean, they do well in L.A.
Belichick versus McVay. Woo. That would
Round
be
2.
an unbelievable matchup. All right.
Goes up to Odell saying, "Told you should have signed with me."
True. Very true. All right. My Super Bowl matchup is the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers.
Ratings would be tough for this game.
Ratings would be tough. You got Ryan Tannehill going up against the Green Bay Packers. The Tennessee Titans have had an unbelievable run. They had the bye week, and they beat 2 great teams, and the Bengals, and an even better team in the Chiefs. The Packers also beat 2 amazing teams, and the Rams, and an even better team, the Buccaneers. In my opinion, the better team, Buccaneers. Tennessee Titans have showed a lot this year, and I think a healthy Derrick Henry is going to make a major difference in this
Wow.
game. With that being said,
Wow.
I am rolling with the Green Bay Packers.
Wow.
To win the Super Bowl on this one. I think the Titans are going to make a run. I think they're going to make a very good run up until the Super Bowl, but the Green Bay Packers, I think they've been the best team in football all year. Aaron Rodgers, I brought up The Last Dance. I think he's going to win Green Bay another championship before he either rides off into the sunset or he goes elsewhere, whatever he decides to do. I think if he wins this year, honestly, I can see him retiring. I can see it happening. So, yeah, Green Bay winning it all. And Aaron Rodgers, Super Bowl MVP. Regular season MVP, Super Bowl MVP. Dominant season.
Wow.
Dominant season.
All right. I guess that leaves it up to me. Kansas City versus the Rams. I got one last story in my back pocket. So lay down in bed, lay on the pillow, and I'm going to rock you to sleep tonight.
Oh. Delilah.
I've got the Kansas City Chiefs going into the Rams' home stadium. Andy Reid versus Sean McVay. Matthew Stafford versus Patrick Mahomes. Cooper versus Tyreek Hill. The list goes on and on. I think this would be an unbelievable game. And as an NFL fan, I would love to see it if the Patriots are out. Big if. Because I love Will's fucking thing over there. I love it.
Yep.
It makes me, I want to cry. I want to cry.
Make
I want to cry.
Run around naked even.
I mean, shit. Fucking get the ding-a-ling a little fresh air.
Hopefully we'll have a little bit warmer weather in the next month when this happens.
Shey Louise. Fucking Westford PD. Don't worry. That rattlesnake ain't going to bite nobody. No need to call Animal Patrol at this. Ain't no net catching this hook.
Alright, I can't believe what I just heard, but
You ever seen the movie Anaconda? Yeah, it's about to happen up here in North America instead of South America. You know what I'm saying? All right. Back to reality. Back to the story, kids.
All right, back to the story.
I said all along that there's only one quarterback who could beat Tom Brady as the GOAT of all time. And the thing that Mahomes is going to miss out on is rings. This is his pursuit to get more rings. I am hammering with the arrowhead of the spear, the tip of the spear. Kansas City will win their second title. They went there last year. They got embarrassed in the Super Bowl. It won't happen again. The Rams come up just a little short because as much as I respect Matthew Stafford, I don't like him in the Super Bowl. I don't like it. I'm going to go with Kansas City, and he is on his way to try. I still think it won't happen. I'm saying he's the only one that could do it. I am going to go with the tip of the spear of the arrowhead of the tribe of Kansas City Chiefs, led by their chief master of Patrick Mahomes, and then spear your brother in the fucking head.
Wow.
Everyone hates Jackson Mahomes.
Well, we have 3 winners, fellas. This was a fun bracket.
Wow,
This is crazy.
I'm very happy that we all had a lot of different matchups here.
I just want to touch on my other confidence pick.
Oh yeah,
I gotta do that too.
You
I
guys
gotta
do
do
it too.
So my 2 confidence picks for this weekend, I mentioned the first, the Eagles plus 8.5. My second one is the Patriots plus 4 at Buffalo.
Okay.
Road to the Super Bowl.
So my first one was Tampa Bay covering the 8.5 spread against the Eagles. So I'm on the opposite spectrum of Will. We have done that before. It is so obviously it's a flip of a coin. Someone's going to win and someone's going to lose. You got Democrats, you got Republicans, you got haves and have-nots. Yep. Someone's going to win and someone's going to lose. That is the life that we live. Either get on it or get off the train. And then my second pick. Let me see. What was my first? I'm getting confused now because I got my fucking bracket down here.
First round.
First round. I think we said Kansas City's 12.5 with Pittsburgh.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Eesh. Yeah, that's my second one. We're going to go Kansas City on the 12.5.
Kansas City minus 12.5.
Minus 12.5.
Respectable. Very respectable conference pick from you two. I think before we end this, we want to give a rundown of our Super Bowl champs one last time.
I think Will should go last.
Yeah, I
right.
agree. So I have my matchup, Titans-Packers. I think Aaron Rodgers and the Packers are going to be the 2021-2022 Super Bowl champions.
I have got the Kansas City Chiefs playing against the Los Angeles Rams on February 7th. Is that the game?
It's in
February 7th?
February.
Yep.
Somewhere around there. 6th, 5th, 4th, 8th, some shit. On God's day.
The 13th.
On the 13th.
Yep.
Gee Louise. On God's day. On the Sunday of the 13th, I have got Kansas City Chiefs winning the Super Bowl.
Exactly 1 month from today.
1 month from today.
All right, and I just want to reiterate once again, nothing I have said today has been emotional. I have the Super Bowl matchup as New England heading to Los Angeles, and New England is victorious. Belichick does it again, and it's just a great day for everybody here.
Would be. That would be an unbelievable
around
Monday.
naked, I'm
It
telling you.
would be
Put it down.
would be an unbelievable
Run
Monday.
around naked.
Yep.
Valentine's Day.
Let us know who you're rocking with, viewers. Put it in the
I'm
comments.
going to put a spear in that hat.
Appreciate you. This was fun. Had a good time.
Yeah.
Good luck. Enjoy the football.
Thanks, viewers.
All right. Let me look at the playoff bracket. I got my picks for you. What's up, guys? I've been trapped in my room for the past 6 days, but I'm still alive, and I'm here to give you my playoff bracket prediction because I wasn't there to do it today. All right. What's the schedule? So I'm just going to run this down. I got my bracket here. Thanks to Twin Spire Sports for giving me a bracket to look at. Got all my playoff picks, and let's just do it. All right. First game on the bracket. 2 versus 7 in the AFC. Got KC versus Pittsburgh. I mean, Kansas City's going to beat them. I do want to see more from Pat Mahomes before I instill all my confidence in this team. The Chiefs were one of the hottest teams going into the playoffs, winning 10 of their last 11 games, I think, if I recall correctly. Losing to the Bengals is their one loss. But I need to see more from Pat Mahomes before I have all the confidence in him. He's had a good season, threw for nearly 5,000 yards in one extra game this year. But he wasn't Pat Mahomes. I think he had 28 touchdowns. Or no, he had fewer touchdowns this year than he had in years past. Almost the same number in 2 more games they did in 2020. So he, not the normal Pat Mahomes that we're used to. I think Todd Bowles might have shown the league a little bit last year in the Super Bowl how to stop Pat Mahomes. And I think the league has responded. Only 2 games this year where he's completely gone Pat Mahomes mode. So I'm a little worried about the Chiefs' offense still. I think they're still a very good team. I think they'll make a run. But I think this is going to be a closer game, a lower scoring game, and I'm taking the Chiefs because the Steelers have no offense. All right, next we're going to Buffalo, where temperatures are going to be around the single digits for game time. Buffalo versus New England. Last time they played in bad weather conditions, Mac Jones threw the ball 3 times and the Patriots win. I don't know if that will happen again this time. I think it still will be a ground game, which the advantage for a ground game is Patriots. Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson, much better than the duo of Zach Moss and Singletary. Blanking on his first name, Devin Singletary? Could be Devin. Maybe you're wrong. So if it's a ground game, advantage goes to the Patriots. I think the Bills are a more talented team, however. And I think you got better coaching with the Patriots. You got better talent with the Bills. And it's all about which side wins out here. I think I'm not counting out Bill Belichick in the playoffs, though. I think the Patriots win this game. I wavered on that one. I was indecisive until the moment I said my pick. And the guys will like that one. All right, next game in the AFC. Just running down AFC right now. Vegas versus Cincinnati. Vegas 5 seed sneaking in at the last minute. Vegas 5 seed, wow. On that field goal to face Cincinnati in a game where a tie would have been hilarious. Vegas is playing decent football. Cincinnati's playing better football right now. I really want to take the Bengals. I think if the Bengals win this game, then they'll make a run. However, I mean, these are two bad franchises in the playoffs. I mean, the Raiders haven't won a playoff game, I think, since they won the last Super Bowl, or made their last Super Bowl, won their last Super Bowl. I was right the first time. And the Bengals, obviously with Andy Dalton, never won playoff games. So these are both not great playoff teams. So something's going to happen weird in this game. That's why I'm taking the Raiders. I think the Raiders will... I don't want this to happen, but taking Big Mike's MVP, Derek Carr, he'll have a pretty decent game, I guess. I don't know. He's not a good quarterback. I'm sorry, Mike. Last time these two faced each other in early December, Bengals trounced the Raiders. I don't know. It's hard to beat a team but twice in a year. That's not a division. Yeah, whatever. Go Raiders. Moving on to the AFC side. Moving on to the NFC side of things. Philly at Tampa, 7-2 game. Philly's not good. Jalen Hurts is not a good quarterback. They beat bad teams, which you have to do. You know, if you're going to make the playoffs, you have to beat the bad teams. So I don't fault the team for beating the bad teams. However, they beat no good teams. Got by on an easy schedule. No. Bucks by 30. Tom Brady's going to pants Jalen Hurts. Next game. Oh, the old rivalry that everyone's so excited about. San Francisco at Dallas. You know, that old Niners-Cowboys rivalry from the 80s is back, baby. And everyone cares about it. People are jazzed about this one. It's 90s, but... yeah, no one cares. Kyle Shanahan said so. I think Dallas is also fake. All NFC East teams are fake. They aren't real. Try to Google an NFC East team. They don't exist, okay? NFC East is a fake division. Fun fact. So Dallas isn't real. And because the Cowboys aren't real, that means the Niners have to win. Ultimately, Kyle Shanahan will outcoach Mike McCarthy in this one. They'll run Deebo Samuel as a punter, and it will work somehow. And the Niners will win. So, Niners over Dallas. All right, this is an interesting game. This is, I think, the most interesting game. Arizona at Rams. Cardinals at Rams. Arizona at LA. Who are these teams? I don't know. Are they good? Are they bad? I don't think they know. I do know that DeAndre Hopkins is out this week. And since DeAndre Hopkins has been out, Kyler Murray has not been the same player. And since Kyler Murray's come back from his injury, he has not been the same player. Matthew Stafford, is he good? Most of the time, yes. Sometimes he'll throw a pick six. What are you going to do about it? I think the Rams win this game. I think they are playing better football right now. I think McVay is a great coach. I think they have a little bit more talent on that offense, especially without DeAndre Hopkins for the Cardinals. And that defense is more talented. I think talent wins out, coaching wins out, and the Rams win this game. So that takes us out of the wild card round. I think I'm doing this whole bracket, so I'm going to keep going. In the AFC, we've got Tennessee taking on the Patriots. A rematch of Tom Brady's last game as a Patriot. This time in Tennessee. This time probably with Derrick Henry back. I mean, he was in the first game. That's why they won. Yeah, I think the Titans will do what the Colts did to the Patriots earlier this year, or what the Patriots did to the Bills earlier this year on X mode, and just Derrick Henry 30 carries, 150, 170 yards. Actually, he'll come back from injury, but still, they'll use him like a workhorse. They got weapons. Titans, I think, people are sleeping on this team. They've beaten some really good teams this year. Even though the 1 seed in the AFC, I don't think they get to talk about as a legitimate team. I think they're going to trounce New England. So, yeah, Titans move on. Next game, we got Kansas City versus Vegas. Kansas City's beaten Vegas twice this year. Both times they embarrassed them. Kansas City wins. Not much more to say about that one. All right. Moving back to the NFC. Not much to say about those AFC games. We got Green Bay versus San Francisco. A matchup that I feel like I see all the time. I like it. It's very aesthetically pleasing. I don't know what about it. Green and yellow. Red and gold. I don't know. I like it. Keep up the good work. Packers obviously had a great season. I think Aaron Rodgers playing the best football of his career right now. He's got a chip on his shoulder. He's mad at science. He's mad at society, man. He's the Joker. He's going into Joker mode here. Aaron Rodgers demolishes the Niners. I don't think you know this, but we live in a society, Aaron, okay? And then in the bottom half of the game bracket, we got Tampa versus the Rams. I think that'll be a really, really good game, obviously. Tampa, it's going to be hard to see. I mean, you can't count out Touchdown Tom. You can't. He's Touchdown Tom. It's very hard to, as a Patriots hater and as a Tom Brady truther, that Tom Brady's actually just a fancy dog. I've wanted to all my life, and look where it's gotten me. It's gotten me nowhere. He just wins. Insert Aaron Paul, Jesse Pinkman. He can't keep getting away with this meme because he can. So I'm going to take Tampa or the Rams. I really want to see Matt Stafford. You know, I guess it will be his first playoff one, which is good. But it'll only be one. I'd love to see him go on a run. Can't count on Touchdown Tom, though. So now we're in the championship games. AFC Championship. Oh, very original. AFC Championship game and NFC Championship game. Very original of me. 1-2 versus 1-2. Gotta love the upsets. Even though this was a weird year for football, and, like, you know, there was, like, no best team, I feel like the best teams were always there. They were in our heart the entire time. And I think it's, you know, the 1-2 seeds in both conferences. I think there are other teams that try to compete to be the best teams, but ultimately, like, these teams were good for most of the year. Like, these were a lot of people's preseason picks to be the best teams. And they were. So, Titans or Kansas City at Tennessee. The AFC Championship game last year, I don't remember what that was. I know the NFC was Bucks Packers. Let me look this up. 1 second, camera. Was it Bills Chiefs? Okay, it was Bills Chiefs, yep. All right, Titans Chiefs was that 2 years ago. They played each other. I know they played each other before. I'm almost certain they have. Irregardless. Titans, Chiefs, I think that's going to be a very, very Bertatious, heavy Bertations. No, sorry, I misspoke. I think it's going to be a very different offense style game. Obviously, ground and pound, although they can air it out. They're a dynamic offense, the Titans. And versus the Chiefs, Clyde will be back for this game, but he's not the runner that Derrick Henry is. Even a hobbled Derrick Henry is 3 times the man that was weird. Even a hobbled Derrick Henry is 3 times the man that Clyde Edwards-Helaire is. So, I want to take the Titans in this game. Unless Mahomes proves me wrong this playoffs, I need to see a little bit more from him this year. I think there's really, truly something to be said about, you know, teams playing him differently this year. They've played him differently. His numbers have been down. And I think, you know, he's had those moments of Patrick Mahomes-ness. But as I've said before, I need to see it from him. I like the Titans in this game. Go Tennessee. Going to the Super Bowl. On the other side, this is the rematch of the NFC Championship game last year. Packers, Bucks. Can't count out touchdown Tom. I think I am this time. Aaron Rodgers, again, going in Joker mode. Scorched earth. He wants to just flip everybody off and then ride into the sunset. And then, be a guest on Pat McAfee shows every week. And just say the most bullshit he can ever say. So, he wants to do that, speed up that process a little bit. Bang Shailene Woodley. So he's going to win. I'll cut that part. Cut that last thing. That was weird. He's going to win this game. I think Aaron Rodgers, I think they learned from the last year mistakes, Matt LaFleur especially. I think the faith in Rodgers is there. He's got time. He's had time to heal up that toe. Aaron Rodgers, again, playing his best football right now. I think he gets to the Super Bowl. And then the Super Bowl being the 2-1 seeds. Hooray, me, original. Packers, Titans. I think it'll be a fun game, I hope. All these games sound fun. The real fun is watching football with your friends. But the Super Bowl, Packers, Titans, I'm taking the Packers. I've talked a lot on this. Rodgers, he's going to go up after the Super Bowl's over, going to go to the stairs in the Bronx and do the Joker clap and dance down to them because he went in full Joker mode. And it's going to be him winning the Super Bowl and then flipping off the owner when the owners gave him the speech. Well, not the owner, the president, because you are the owners. Green Bay, congratulations. You're getting your Super Bowl, but he's going to flip off the president while he's giving a speech, and then he'll just ride off to the sunset, and that'll be it for Aaron Rodgers, because my also prediction is he'll retire. So that's my bracket, and then I'm supposed to get my 2 locks of the weekend. Oh, talking a while. First lock of the weekend. I talked about this. I'll take it again. My nose itches. Ugh. My locks of the weekend. Confidence picks of the weekend. I'm looking at the 2-7 games, both of them. For the first one, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, my nose is bothering me. All right, for my confidence picks, I'm looking at the 2-7 games of the weekend. Steelers, Chiefs, Bucks, Eagles. For Steelers, Chiefs, I'll talk about them first. I'm taking the under for this game. It's 46 right now. I think, as I said before, Steelers have no offense. Ben Roethlisberger couldn't throw his back out, I guess is the expression. I don't know. He couldn't throw his back out. Okay. Whatever. Ben Roethlisberger's done. He can go ride his motorcycle off to the sunset and then crash. And is that joke in bad taste? Yeah, he survived it. Anyway, Pat Mahomes also hasn't been playing his best football. Steelers got a great defense. Chiefs defense playing well up until recent weeks. I think it's going to be a low scoring game. Chiefs will win. I don't know by how much. But I think the under is a safe bet. Something like, 23-3 or 23-6. Some game like that. It's going to be a boring-ass game. Next game, I'm talking Philly. I'm talking Tampa Bay. As I said before, Philly's bad. Tampa Bay's good. 8.5 is the line right now. Tampa Bay by 100 million points. I don't know. Take the Bucks on that line. Bucks gonna win by a lot. And those are my confidence picks. Go football. Go Pack Go. Go sports. And go yourself. You've done great today. Congratulations.
All right, how we doing, everyone? Here for some NFL playoff picks, a little bracket action, and some confidence picks for the first round. Coming off the cocoa, got a little cocoa brain here, but I think we're on the other side of this shit. Fuck it, let's go. So we're gonna start with some confidence picks for this weekend. In my 27 years on this planet, I've learned to not bet against Tom Brady. So we're going to take Tom and the boys against Philly. I believe it's minus 8.5. Take that any day of the week. Take it to the bank. And I think for my other confidence pick, I am going to take San Fran +4 at Dallas. Don't trust Dallas. I've said it all year. They're not good until Jerry Jones kicks the bucket. So those are my two for the weekend. Even throwing Kansas City for a third at -12.5. They're going to kill Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh sucks. As for the bracket moving forward for the whole playoffs, I got it here in front of me. So first round, Vegas and Cincy. Got Cincy moving on. Who knows what goes on in Vegas, but Cincy's a legit team, real deal. And Pats at Buffalo. You know, I can't get picked against the Pats here. Gotta go Pats. It's gonna be a tough game, but boys are gonna ride. And Casey at Pitt, easy win for the Chiefs. Poor old Big Ben, got to put him out back. Second round matchups in the AFC. The Pats will be going to Tennessee. This is where I think I let my boys go here, unfortunately. Derrick Henry's probably going to be back. Vrabel's a good coach down there. I'm going to take Tennessee, unfortunately. Sorry, Pats Nation. I love you. And then Cincy at KC, nice little rematch here from week 17, I believe. I think Kansas City's going to win. They're a different breed in the playoffs. They're legit. Mahomes is going to come to play. That leaves KC and Tennessee in the AFC Championship game. I got KC going to the Super Bowl again. It's hard to pick against them. Bouncing over to the NFC, we got the Rams and the Cardinals. Haven't trusted the Cardinals all year. Gonna pick the Rams. Sean McVay, Matt Stafford, Cooper Kupp. Love the boys. San Fran at Dallas. I alluded to this a little bit in the conference picks. I'm going to take San Fran over Dallas. Dallas, for some reason, I just don't trust them. I don't trust them. And with Kyle Shanahan, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, it's going to be a tough team to beat. So even though they're not favored, going San Fran. And then Tampa, Philly. Am I going to go against Tom Brady? No. Tampa. So, that brings us to the second round. San Fran at Green Bay. Got to go Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers is lights out this year. NFC goes through the frozen tundra. Tough place to play. Got to take them. Tampa at Rams. Again, Tampa. If you're betting against Tom Brady, you're dumb. Figure it out. That gives us Tampa and Green Bay. This where it gets dicey. You're in the frozen tundra. Tom gets a little comfortable down in the heat nowadays. Can he play in the cold still? Is he too old to play in the cold? Is it going to be too late at night for that old ass to play? The answer is no. Tom Brady's going to win this one. Going to go to the Super Bowl again against Kansas City. A little rematch. I know there's a tattoo bet on the line with Casey and Sophie, so I am really rooting for this matchup. And, of course, I'm taking Tom and the boys down in Tampa to repeat because why the fuck not? I have a future on it. Not betting against them. It's unbelievable. Bracket looks a little something like this. It's going to be backwards on the camera, but whatever. We ran through it. Picks for the weekend. Picks for the playoffs. Thanks for tuning in.